which is a beautiful tribute to our founder, Sandy McCoy. On behalf of P.A.C, I'm privileged to share with you how each word of positive, alternative campus embodies what we know and love about this amazing woman and educator. Positive. If I could only choose one word to describe Sandy, it would be positive. Her attitude, conversations with people, and approach to challenges is always optimistic. She brings out the best in every person and in every situation, and so it's only fitting that the very first word of this campus is positive. It is a positive place for students to learn, for staff and faculty to work, and for all to become better people. Alternative. Many of you have heard the phrase, "It's the Sandy way of doing it," meaning it's the alternative way of doing or communicating something. It could be Sandy math, which I personally have appreciated every day of my life. It could be a Sandy email or a Sandy conversation. Simply put, Sandy can find an alternative solution to any seemingly insurmountable obstacle. Hence, our campus is an alternative educational option for students whose lifestyles prevent them from attending a traditional school, and our campus provides an alternative setting for staff and faculty who choose different instructional models and methods. But it is together that we find alternatives for success. Campus. To know and appreciate Sandy is to break the last word into two words, camp and us. Camp. As a young mom, she and Terry would take the kids camping in some of the most beautiful places. After settling in Kingman, Sandy started soup nights, and her Kingman family camped out at her house on a weekly basis for great food and conversation. The us part of campus comes into play because of her inclusiveness. Camping experiences were shared with others, and soup nights spilled over into sharing leftovers with more friends and family. In short, all of us have become her extended family. This campus provides shared experiences among students, staff, and faculty. Monday through Thursday, we camp out together, and we are inclusive. Quite simply put, the P.A.C family is all of us. In closing, the Sandy McCoy Positive Alternative Campus truly honors our founder, Sandy McCoy, and her life's work. All of us recognize that it's a privilege to have an educational facility like this for our students, staff, and faculty to learn and work. To you, Sandy, and to everyone who believes in making a difference in the lives of others through education, we thank you, we love you, and we honor you.
Thank you, Jen, and thank you, P.A.C Campus, for inviting us today, and Sandy and Sharon. You're with us all these years. I know the life of an educator is one that needs to find balance between work and home, and we know that she did a tremendous job as she raised an excellent family, and through her P.A.C community, Jen, I do believe that us is the best word to describe the P.A.C situation. Sandy, we are so thrilled that this campus is being named after you. The Sandy McCoy Positive Alternative Campus will hereforward be known to everyone by the founder's name. There isn't anyone that you can meet in Kingman that doesn't already know the legacy that was started by you, Sandy. There are certain people that you meet in life that are woven into the fabric of who you are, to the fabric of your being, and I can say that is true about Sandy McCoy. Whether you were included in her soup night campouts, or as part of her family, or you were someone who sat near her at a monthly administrator meeting, you knew the time was precious and valuable, and I look forward to many more conversations where I learn from Sandy, and we can all learn about what it means to really have a legacy and start a program that impacts the community in such a powerful way. 30 years ago, I started with this district, and I heard the name Sandy McCoy even then. She's been a visionary her entire career, and affected any of us that have worked in the district with her along that way. So for that, I am truly grateful that we can honor her today by adding the name Sandy McCoy to this campus, and that everyone here shares in the joy and the love that we you seeing this. And thank you for everything that you've done for Kingman Unified, for the city of Kingman, and from a personal note for my daughter Madison, who you really made a difference in the life of. She's one of thousands, and she represents what you do so well. Thank you.
I'm really honored here to speak today about Sandy McCoy, and it's serendipitous that today in December it has been 40 years since Sandy. Mr. Marsley brought me to Sandy down here at the church and told me that this is your new teacher. She will put you on the right track. She'll be your person. And Sandy did that for me. She would bring her daughter, who was a baby in a carriage, and take her to Burger King and tell me, why are you here? You need to be at school. And so she would put me on the right track. So with all of that, I want to say thank you, Sandy, and I appreciate that Sandy was always that one person in all the students' lives that they could count on. You know, they say you need 3 adults for each child to be successful, and Sandy was always one of those 3. And for me personally as a student, she was one of those 3. Speaking as a colleague, she was just fantastic to work for. Dr. Dorner said visionary, absolutely. So I'm honored to be here today to dedicate the Sandy McCoy campus. Thank you.
All right, I'm told.
Tonight we're also really happy to be able to give a proclamation in recognition of one of Kingman's own educators, Sandy McCoy. And we're very pleased tonight that her daughter, Megan, is here to receive this. And I would like to read it, and then if you'd like to say a few words, you're welcome to, and we'll come down and present this to you. So this is the proclamation celebrating the dedication of the Sandy McCoy Positive Alternative Campus. Whereas, in 1985, Sandy McCoy began her career in Kingman with the SAVE, S-A-V-E, tutoring program designed to keep students in school. And whereas Ms. McCoy founded the Positive Alternatives for Student Success, or the P.A.S.S program, and I Choose Attitude, Responsibility, and Effort, which was the I Care program, in 1991. And whereas the P.A.S.S and I Care programs continue to give students who were facing life-changing events an opportunity to continue their education and graduate high school. And whereas with Ms. McCoy's vision, leadership, and fortitude, the P.A.S.S and I Care programs serve over 250 students each year on the Positive Alternative Campus. And whereas the P.A.S.S and I Care programs have made it possible for 1,600 Kingman youth to graduate high school, and whereas providing alternative pathways to educational attainment ensures that students with diverse needs, interests, and/or barriers have learning opportunities that support career and life successes. And whereas Ms. McCoy's work has been an integral part of the Kingman community for 30 years, now therefore I, Jen Miles, by virtue of the authority vested in me as mayor of the city of Kingman, Arizona, do hereby state that the Kingman City Council does hereby honor Sandy McCoy and recognizes her impact upon the community. And be it further resolved that the City Council joins the citizens of this community in celebration and dedication of the Sandy McCoy Positive Alternative Campus. in witness whereof I'm here to set my hand on December 15th, 2020. So we really appreciate so much what your mother has done. Would you like to say a few words? Absolutely. Would you like to come?
All right, and so thank you so much for honoring my mother today. I very much appreciate the amazing words and recognition. It is incredible to think that she has spent nearly 40 years in Kingman looking to the students who are most overlooked. And there are so many difficulties and obstacles within this area of just our youth in this community. We have such a high rate of poverty and a high rate of transiency, and we have so many students who are underserved. And what has always amazed me about my mom is she knew every single story of every single student in every single program that she has ever run. She has interviewed them and gotten to know them, and when people ask, why are these kids not graduating, it's not a statistic, it's not a guess. She can say, this one has transportation problems and lives too far out in an outlying area. This one has had her parents commit suicide. This one is facing an addiction. And she knows the very human and real struggle of each of the students that she has served. And it has been incredible to watch so many students that she has gone out of her way for to help them build their education, get where they need to be, and see them be members of this community, giving and thriving. And so I have seen her graduates. I see graduates working in the youth shelters. I have seen her graduates working in law enforcement. And it is incredible to see her impact moving forward in the community. And so while she has given the past 40 years to the community, I do hope that she is an inspiration to those who are able to come next and be sort of the future for the education programs here. So
Thank you so much. What a gift to our community and
Thank
to all
you.
of those students. It's truly inspiring, truly.
Thank you.
A beautiful legacy for
It really
Sandy,
is.
too. Would you like to join me as we give this proclamation?
This is Malcolm, her grandson.
Hi, Malcolm. We're glad you're here, too, to help celebrate.
Annie, where do you want us?
Just around and throughout. Yeah. There you go. And you want to take a picture? No? All right. All right. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Thank you.
Hi, this is Mike Ford. I had the privilege of working with Sandy for many years as we started the P.A.S.S program. It was her vision and her love of the students that has created the program that exists now. It's fitting that the campus be renamed after her. Sandy, Tanya and I both love you and appreciate you. We're sorry for what you've been going through, but we endorse what the superintendent and the school board are doing to name the campus after you. It is fitting, it's deserving, and it's a great legacy that you have left those in Kingman and the surrounding areas. We wish you the very best of luck, and we appreciate Brent letting us know that we could be part of this. Good luck. Love you. Bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Roger Jacks, and I've known Sandy McCoy for 14 years. 11 of those years I served as a superintendent of schools for Kingman Unified School District, and I have always believed that with Sandy's leadership, KUSD has the best alternative program in the state of Arizona. Sandy McCoy and her commitment to students is amazing. She is always there for them. She understands their needs. She understands their situations sometimes within their homes. She is just absolutely outstanding, and it's very fitting that the Kingman Unified School District alternative program be named after Sandy McCoy. Congratulations, Sandy.
Hi, my name's John Partram, Sandy's younger brother. Sandy's always been an important part of my life. Growing up, when I first went to college, and when I entered adulthood and was on my own. And I've always, she's always been a part of my life year after year. And I've always been proud of the work that she's done in Kingman and the work that she's done with the P.A.S. school. So I'm really proud, and congratulations. This is a great honor, Sandy.
Congrats, Sandy. Hi, I'm Barbara. I'm Sandy's favorite sister-in-law. Sandy has impressed me since the first time I met her back in the late 1970s. She continues to impress me to this day. I consider her the most amazing role model I could ever have had. Congratulations, Sandy.
1996. Sandy, you hired me to teach in the eye care and P.A.S. programs. Because you gave me the opportunity all those years ago, I have made Kingman my home and education and a career in education. By showing compassion for the students, you showed me how to teach with heart. By supporting our students and colleagues, you showed me how to advocate for our students, teachers, and programs. By showing the students that with resiliency they could graduate, you showed me that determination matters. Renaming the campus is an honor that is long overdue, and the Sandy McCoy Positive Alternative Campus will continue to serve students with compassion, support, and resiliency. Congratulations, Sandys. We all love you.
Hi, Sandy. It's Betsy Parker. I just am sending you some hugs and some joy, and I want you to know that I have always thought of you as an outstanding educator, not just because of the academics, that you always were so careful to teach your students, but for the fact that you shared with them what it was to have good character, to have compassion, and to have perseverance. And no one can thank you enough for bringing all those attributes to your job. You have been a wonderful asset to education and a wonderful asset to Kingman Unified School District. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Sandy McCoy. Much love, Betsy Parker.
Hi, Sandy. Congratulations. This is so well deserved, and it makes me so happy that your life's work is being honored in this way. You have done so much for so many people in the community, not only your students, but your employees as well. I am forever grateful for the opportunities you have given me, and it's been fun and a pleasure working with you all these years. You're the best boss friend ever. So thank you. Again, congratulations. Good job. Love you, Sandy.
Hi, Sandy. Naming the P.A.S. school after you is a fitting tribute. You've affected so many young people's lives in such positive ways over the years. I'm so proud of you and happy for you. It's a well-earned honor. Congratulations. God bless you. Here's me giving you a hug.
Hey, my earliest memories of Sandy McCoy are how much she cares for kids and the opportunity that she was trying to give our students who are struggling the most with jobs, having a job, having to live on their own. And she helped so many of our Kingman High School, our Kingman Unified School District students graduate on time and earn diplomas. And she did it in unique and creative ways and continues to do that. One other memory is her great caring for students and for people in our community. When my husband was sick, she brought me soup every week. Sandy, you are awesome. I'm so proud of you and all the accomplishments you have, and this is a great dedication. You deserve to have this building named after you because you did create such a unique program for our students at Kingman Unified School District. Thank you for your service.
Hello, my name is Michael Shriver, and the biggest congratulations to Sandy on this honor, and there's no one who deserves it more than you. All the times over the years that I've seen you go in on days off just to make sure a kid had enough credits to graduate, how many students that I've had that have been going through difficulties and were able to be successful and be able to graduate because of you and because of P.A.S. And now they've gone on to be business owners. They've gone on to college. They've gone on to be so many things that they would not have had the opportunity to do if not for the programs that you've created. And there is no one on earth with a bigger heart that cares more about others, that is a more beautiful person. And you have affected this community. You've affected everyone that you have ever talked to. And we all strive to be like Sandy McCoy. If I could touch as half the lives that Sandy has touched in my career, I will have an amazing career. Those are my goals, is to be more like Sandy in my educating career and just as a person. Sandy, you're amazing. You deserve every bit of this. Best wishes.
Hi, I'm Jean Mearsman, and I would like to say congratulations, Sandy McCoy. I don't know Sandy real well, but I absolutely know a lot of her friends, and they're quality people, and they speak very highly of her, and not just her friends. In this community, she is a legend. I was getting a massage one time, and she started telling me about how much she appreciated Sandy and what she did, and she would not own her own business without the influence of Sandy. And I've had a lot of other people tell me that too, about the P.A.S.S Pal program, and that without Sandy, they wouldn't be the successes they are. So thanks for helping our community, Sandy, and congratulations.
Hi, Sandy. This is Michelle Russo, fellow educator and decades-long friend. I remember many years ago sitting around the table at K.H.S., I think it might have been with Walt Keller, trying to come up with a name for our new alternative high school. And I found out today that that school has the best name it could possibly have, Sandy McCoy Alternative School. You and your wonderful faculty have changed the world. You have taken in students that were at a crucial crossroads in their life. You accepted them without judgment, and you developed them into young people who could go forward in a happier, more positive way and make the world a brighter place. I love you, Sandy.
I'm Deanna Cody. Hi, Sandy. We have worked together for years, even when iCare was at North Campus in the evenings. But no matter your physical location of your programs, you have always provided opportunities for students to have a second chance and learn. Congratulations, Sandy. I am so very proud to be working at the Sandy McCoy Positive Alternative Campus.
I'm Talitha Anderson, and I've taught at P.A.S.S with Sandy since 2009. Sandy's goal for every student who comes here is to be able to graduate. She will bend over backwards, make concessions, give help sessions, do what needs to do so those kids can graduate if that's really what they want to do and they make it their goal. She has been an educational icon in Kingman for a long time. You can hardly go anywhere without somebody saying, "Oh, I know Sandy. I went to P.A.S.S. I graduated from P.A.S.S. My nephew, my daughter, my granddaughter graduated from P.A.S.S. She's wonderful. I love you, Sandy, and I'm so glad to have had the chance to work with you."
Hi, my name is Kari Murdoch, and I have had the pleasure of working with Sandy McCoy here at the Positive Alternative Campus since July of 2016. And I have to say, in my 26 years of education, I have never worked for a place that was so positive, not only for the students here, but also for the staff. Sandy has worked exceptionally hard and been exceptionally talented at creating a workplace where those of us who are teachers and are here to get the best out of our students truly can do that, because we are valued and we are treated like professionals, and it has made all the difference in the world. And I feel so very thankful to have had an opportunity to work with you, Sandy, and I wish you all the best.
Hi, my name is Frank Mitchell. I'm a recent retiree, if you will, from P.A.S.S. Being an employee of P.A.S.S was more like being a team member of a great team. Throughout my career, I felt like I was a team member, but I always knew I needed to adhere to the boss's wants and wishes. In the 3 years at P.A.S.S, I really felt like I did not need to do this with Sandy. being a good administrator of an educational team takes a person who has to wear many hats. And Sandy did this without question very well. Teachers throughout the district, throughout KUSD, know some of the problems Sandy has gone through. While establishing P.A.S.S, she was able to do many of the things that a lot of us wanted to do, but is difficult to do. To really know, until any of us are in her shoes, it's difficult to really understand how great she really is. I'm talking about her. I'm not talking about her personal bout with cancer, which is bad enough, but I'm talking about the job. What we don't know is how Sandy was able to negotiate with board members, communicate with superintendents, more than one, talk with traditional teachers who don't believe in alternative education, convince parents that their student can graduate with P.A.S., and then she would return to P.A.S. and be, quote, normal, and with P.A.S. team members and our students. P.A.S. may have happened without Sandy, but it probably would be different. Sandy's consistency, persistence, and wise choices with great staff members is what made P.A.S. what it is today. Not only has Sandy turned alternative education into a very positive format and name for Mojave County, but for the whole state of Arizona. We wish you well, Sandy. You have done a tremendous job. I'm very proud of you. Thank you.
Hey, Sandy. For those that don't know me, my name is Jim Gunton. I worked at P.A.S. probably about 5 or 6 years total after I retired. I read an article about 6-7 months ago about a school. I don't know where it was. I wish I'd saved it. Anyway, they set up their whole school based on one rule, and that was be kind. And they actually wrote it down. Now, when I worked at P.A.S., that rule was already there. It was established by Sandy. I've never worked in a place that has a work atmosphere like P.A.S. ever in my life, and I worked in 4 different schools in my career. It was great. And I can remember sitting with Sandy, when we had a student that was struggling or something, and she and I would go into a room, and it was always, let's find a way to make this person successful. There was never any thought of, harsh discipline. It was great. This place made me believe in education much more than I ever have in a long, long time. There's a chance for us. Thanks, Sandy.
Hi, Sandy and family and friends. Sandy, I love you. Sandy has been my boss for a very long time, but most of all, she's been my best friend. I started at P.A.S. in 1992, and P.A.S. started in 1991. So that gives you a background of how long I have been with her, and more importantly, how much time we spent together as friends. I'm going to read a speech, and I'm sorry for reading. I don't usually like to do that, but I'm going to read a speech that I had made for Tour Kingman that Sandy was honored at a few years back because of her surviving cancer and breast cancer at that particular time. So here I go. The sign of a beautiful person is that they always see the beauty in others. Sandy McCoy does not just see the beauty in others, she seeks the beauty in others. And she finds a beautiful virtue in everyone that she encounters. She has lived her life giving great love and compassion to her students, her family, her friends, without ever expecting anything in return. How does a person describe Sandy on paper? How can one give any sort of deserving tribute to a person that shines and lives such deep beauty? It is impossible. She deserves so much more than what can be written in a short tribute. With that said, I'll give a feeble attempt to scratch the surface of the soul that gives so much to this world. It's my belief that there are few things that are especially important to Sandy. Those of us that have been blessed enough to call her friend, family, teacher, or role model can confess that we have benefited by the things that she holds dear. I'd like to discuss Sandy as educator, friend, and family member, those three things. And also, last but not least, Sandy is a fighter. Sandy is an educator. Sandy started P.A.S. in 1991 and has touched countless numbers of lives through this program. She will never take credit because that's Sandy. We'd be here all day if I talked about her educational successes. Let's just make it clear it was Sandy and is Sandy that makes P.A.S. work. She took students that were homeless, abused, struggling financially, teen parents, the students that just didn't fit in, and she gave them a reason to want to succeed. She gave them a program that provided an education and gave them love and a purpose to continue. Sandy has never prejudged students. They can come in with the worst rap sheet ever, and she meets them with a clean slate and with compassion. She has received the Andy Award, Women Making History Award, Teacher of the Year, you name it. She's always been a bit embarrassed to accept these awards. She's thankful to be recognized, but she wants to touch students' lives to make a difference for them, not for her. Sandy the friend. Sandy would do anything for her friends. She brings friendship to a new level. Just one of many examples that will give you a better idea of her kindness is Soup Night. 15 plus years ago, she started Soup Night. She did this to bring our friends together, who we refer to as our Kingman family. It mimicked the gatherings of extended families of years past when there was close proximity to one another. So once a week during the fall months, Sandy made several different types of soup, and she catered to all different diets. She would make vegetarian and paleo, and she made it all herself. She opened her heart and her home to her Kingman family so that we could all experience a multi-generational family get-together at her home. She's helped so many of her friends through happy and tough times. I am confident that the Kingman family and P.A.S. staff would agree that one would need to search long and far to find a friend as loyal and as compassionate as Sandy McCoy. Sandy and her family. Sandy grew up in a large family. She is number 2 of 9 children. Her family is now spread apart, many of them living out east, and she still keeps very close ties with all of them. I don't think she's missed one wedding or celebration or anything that her family puts together, even with the great distances. She loves her siblings and she admires her parents. With all her love and devotion for those that were just mentioned, I think it's safe to say that there is nothing that surpasses her immediate family. She lives and breathes for her husband, her children, and her 4 grandkids. She spends as much time as she can with them. In fact, if you attend kids boot camp, you may know her as Grandma and not Sandy. She would not trade that title for gold. She is the ultimate Grandma, and in Sandy's style, gives her love and time to them and her whole heart. She has said many times during her cancer fight, "They are what keeps me going." Sandy the fighter. Sandy has always been a fighter, in a good way. She has fought for what is right in education. She has fought for her students, for P.A.S., for her family, and for friends. And she has quietly but assertively fought for her beliefs. In the fall of 2016, when she was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer, Sandy was challenged to fight for her life. And she has done it with more dignity and fortitude than anyone could imagine. As soon as Sandy found out, she grieved for maybe a day. And then she kicked into Sandy mode, and she researched everything that she could find. And with Megan's help, she looked into all of her options, and she decided to trust her oncologist in Kingman, and she started a whirlwind of treatments. She relied on her friends and family for love, and she dug deep, showing more strength than a world-class athlete. How does a person describe Sandy McCoy and do her justice with words? There are no words. But if you are around her and you can call her teacher, friend, family, mom, or grandma, you are the lucky one. And your life is better because of her. Sandy is that candle that would burn just to give others light. I love you, Sandy.
I'm John Marsley. I used to be a member of the P.A.S. staff. I've worked here 20 years. Sandy, P.A.S. is based on your philosophy of alternative education. Your beliefs are embedded in every facet of the program. Even though the initial years were tumultuous, you used your superior intellect and determination to develop a premier program for our at-risk students. Over the years, you have worked tirelessly on weekends, holidays, and during vacations to guarantee the success of P.A.S. Congratulations, Sandy, on receiving this excellent recognition for your hard work, determination, and dedication to the P.A.S. program.
Okay, hi Sandy, this is Andrea. And I just want to congratulate you on this great honor. I wish the entire community could be here and celebrate you because you've done so much for it. I love you and I miss seeing you here at P.A.S. every day. And I just want everything that's for you and your family, the best for you and your family. Love you, bye.
Hi, Sandy. Johnny Bell wanted to send you a message about congratulating you for the sign, but she wasn't able to come in and film this, so she asked me to read this for you. She said, "Congratulations, Sandy. What an honor it is to have a school named after you. We all know how deserving you are of this honor. I have such fond memories of working with you at P.A.S. I'll never forget the day you interviewed me in the Serenity Room. After explaining a student's folder and what was involved, I left thinking that for the first time in my career, I was afraid I would not be able to do it. But you worked with me and found other duties I can perform with confidence. I always appreciated what you did for me 6 years before my retirement. Sandy, in my 26 years in education, I never had a supervisor that I respected as much as I do you. Love, Johnny."
Okay, Sandy, this is for you. For all your hard work, 30 years of your loyalty to kids is amazing. I remember the interview I had with you after 30 years teaching all over Arizona, and I went back to my wife and said, I want to work at that place. That lady is amazing. And just in the last 4 years, Sandy, I've never felt more accomplishment than I had in the 30 years teaching in the classroom than I do just dealing with the kids that you bring in here and they graduate. It's outstanding. It's incredible. This dedication to this school, this program is all for you. You did all of this. You set this all up for these kids that need it the most. And here's a graduation for you, Sandy.
Hi, I'm Sarah Ferry, and I am a P.A.S. graduate from the year 2002. And I just wanted to say how very grateful I am for Sandy. And that my experience at P.A.S. wouldn't have been what it was without her. High school was really a challenge for me, and all of the teachers, including Sandy, made me feel like I was special and that I was smart and that I could do anything that I set my heart to. I have since moved back to Kingman, started my own business, and I still just love and admire all of the teachers and am so grateful for Sandy and everyone at P.A.S. I feel like I really wouldn't be where I am without them now. So this dedication is such a beautiful thing and such an honor, and it's so well deserved. And I love you, Sandy, and Megan and the family. I love you guys so much, and I just want to thank you. I want to thank you, Sandy, and all of the teachers at P.A.S. from the bottom of my heart. So thank you.
I'm Tamara Ross. I met Sandy McCoy in May of 1986 when she interviewed me for a tutor position in the SAVE program she was running. 5 years later, Mike Ford was superintendent of the school district, and he wanted to open an alternative program on a separate campus. So we opened P.A.S. in one classroom in the back of the college. We were like maybe 4 teachers and a morning session of kids and an afternoon in one classroom with a file cabinet by the front door. So many good memories with Sandy. So many. But one that we still laugh about when we think about it was in the mid-90s when we were went to ASU for some teacher training. They were handing out the first laptops and teaching email, the first email. This is like ancient history here. And so she and I went to ASU and the training was done. It's late afternoon and we're so excited to have these brand new MacBooks. They were only 6 pounds. And we're walking to our vehicle, which for some reason was on the other side of campus. And of course it's late afternoon in Tempe in August. So hot. And we had to we're taking breaks walking across this campus. And the laptops are just getting heavier and heavier. And at one point, one of us, I don't remember which, said, "These aren't 6 pounds. They feel like they're 20 pounds. And then we couldn't walk because we were laughing so hard. So then we're back at P.A.S. with our new laptops and our brand new email accounts. And we're at work, right? We're working. We've got kids and other teachers. And she's in the main room and I'm in the baby room. And we're emailing each other on our new laptops just because we could and because we're nerds like that. But anyway, and when I left P.A.S. in 2003, we were 3 classrooms at the college, and I don't know, between teachers and staff, 8, 10 maybe, and 70 kids, and now it's a campus of its own, and you know, Sandy's just amazing. You know, there's this saying that we don't truly leave this life until the last person speaks your name, and now that the campus is named after you, Sandy, you will live forever. Congratulations. I love you so much. Bye.
The Sandy McCoy Positive Alternative Campus. Sandy, it couldn't happen to a better person. You've been in this district for that number of years, and you've been amazing, every single one of them. Thousands of students have come through these doors, and they are more successful. They are better human beings because they had you in their lives. I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. The 2 years that I've been here have been 2 of the best years of my educational career, and I've taught at 6 different campuses. Sandy, from the bottom of my heart, and many, many others, and thousands of students in this city, thank you. Congratulations.
Hi, I'm going to read a message from a former student for Sandy that this student graduated in the early 90s, if I can remember correctly. So it was maybe 27 years ago. And another thing about this student is that at that particular time, she married her husband, who they are still husband and wife after all these years. They have 2 children, so good for her. So here it goes. My name is Deanna Gore, and I was one of Sandy McCoy's previous P.A.S. students. While I was attending P.A.S., I was given the opportunity as a teen mom to be able to attend school and to be able to spend time and care for my daughter, Donna. My biggest supporter through it all was Sandy. She had so much faith in me and for what I could accomplish. She stuck by my side the entire time. She helped me to reach my goals, and she supported me until I graduated. There are so many traits of Sandy that are my favorites, but one that sticks out for me is that Sandy always gives herself unconditionally to everyone that she meets. With her loving heart, she embraces everyone, and she sees the best in everyone. Sandy is so loving and a supportive person. She lives her life to the fullest. She is just one awesome individual. When many others did not, Sandy embraced and she guided me, and she stood by my family's side when I needed someone the most. The care and support that Sandy gave me is what I give back to the youth that I work with today. I try to instill the values and strength that Sandy taught me. I hope to be able to show them all the unconditional support and love that she gave me in the past. She taught me so many ways to help others. Sandy, you have helped me strive to meet my goals, even when I thought they were not possible. When the odds were stacked against me, you had faith in me, and you helped me succeed. You taught me that all things are possible, and for that, I will forever be grateful to you. My time at P.A.S. and having Sandy as a mentor was one of the best gifts in life that I have ever received. Sandy helped to instill strength and courage within myself. Her encouragement and wisdom helped to lay a foundation towards my own education. With Sandy's support, I knew that all things were possible. With the educational foundation Sandy built for me, I was able to achieve these goals, and I had faith in myself. Through the years, I've furthered my education and I've accomplished these goals. One of them is, for my educational goal, is that I will be receiving social behavior science degree this fall. Thank you, Sandy, from the bottom of my heart. I will forever be grateful and appreciative for my time at P.A.S. with you and the other staff members who supported me and helped me reach those goals. Thank you for believing in me and being my mentor, and for always being willing to help. Sandy's a wonderful human being, and she gives herself to so many others. I think that it is so fitting to be able to rename the school the Sandy McCoy Positive Alternative Campus. Thank you, Deanna.
Sandy McCoy, one of the most incredible human beings I've ever met. I'm Gretchen Dorner, Superintendent at Kingman Unified School District, and I could not be more proud than to stand here representing both our district and my daughter as a mama of a P.A.S. graduate. Everything you've done for this community and for these students through the 30 years of the PAC campus and those years before the PAC campus has been impactful and made this community stronger and better for it. We are so thrilled to introduce the Sandy McCoy Positive Alternative Campus today, and forever we'll be grateful to everything you've done. We love you, Sandy.
Sandy, this month marks our relationship for 40 years. It's been 40 years since Mr. Marsley introduced me to you, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate everything you do for KUSD and that you've done for me personally in my life, and I can't think of another person who deserves an entire campus named after them. You've always put kids first, and we are just so proud of you. Thank you for all that you've done.